Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another Goth Reacts to Alternative TikToks. But before we dig into the main course of today's video, I would like to mention that this video is actually sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring videos for creative and curious people like ourselves. Explore new skills, develop existing interests, and just get lost in creativity. I once again have been delving into the music side of Skillshare. There is a wealth of knowledge from many different teachers. Personally, for my own brand new side project that is coming out in the next couple of months, I've been learning how to work with electronic music. And I've needed some help because your boy is pretty metal. One of my favorite classes so far has been learn how to mix music with young Guru. Now I know how to mix metal and more traditional instruments, but I am delving into electronic music. And his classes have been very helpful, especially regarding EQ and tonal balance, because I've always had a problem with EQing electronic synths. And I trust what this guy says. He's had quite a successful career. Another class I've been enjoying is the Blueprint to Beat Making, a step-by-step system to hip-hop music production. And that's with Kia Orion. Because I'm such a newbie, I've been appreciating the very in-depth approach to creating beats and how they work. Kick and snare, they all have their own specific range of frequencies. And it's a different range of frequencies than I'm used to working with. So I've really appreciated the deep dive into electronic drum beat making. So if you're uncertain about what's next, creative challenges and productivity classes can be a great way to help you structure your time and set up achievable goals. At a time when so many important conversations are happening in the world, your voice is more essential than ever. Explore classes to unlock your creativity for social good. Skillshare offers membership with meaning. Connect with the support of fellow creatives and enter a community of encouragement, communication, and inspiration. Whether you're looking to fend off boredom or focus on self-care through creativity or join a similarly creative community, Skillshare is the place to keep you learning. The first 1,000 people to click the link down below in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare's premium membership. And after that, it's only £10 a month. With this wealth of knowledge. So go forth and learn. Anyway, on with today's content. Let's see what the E-kids are up to today, shall we? I guess they're not all E-kids. Ooh, look at this one. It was uploaded 3 hours ago. And look at the aesthetic in this thumbnail. Armadillo! I love armadillos. Oh, they have raccoon energy to me. Not that they act like raccoons. They just feel like raccoons. They have raccoon energy. Middle Eastern alternative folks. There's actually quite a lot of them. There's more than you think. And you know what? I guess they do. They need representation. So, yes. I hope there was a lot of replies to this one. It's Limp Bizkit's Break Stuff. I can't play it for copyright reasons, but it's Limp Bizkit Break Stuff, so already big fan. Also, super killer septum jewelry. Not one personally for stretching out my piercing jewelry, but to each their own. Susie, going for that Susie look. I mean, you think 80s goth makeup, you immediately go to the icon. That is Susie Sue. Also, big fan of the huge backcombed hair of the 80s as well. That's what I miss, was the backcombed hair. 90s hair was but 80s hair. They grew it out in the 70s and they figured out what to do with it in the 80s. And then they cut it all off for the 90s.
Okay, how dare you question my ladder stability? I am able to do this shit perfectly fine. Shush.
I'm confused. What? What? What is happening? What is the context here? Why are you on a ladder? Why are there cans on the ceiling? Why are you here often enough for people to think that you could possibly fall off the ladder and potentially grab a can of mustard on the way down? Oh, damn. Yes. Yes to the classic jacket. Coat? Trench coat? You don't say trench jacket. You know what? One of my favorite pieces of clothing way back in the day was, it was like a fabric dinner jacket. It was like a trench coat. And I wore that thing everywhere. I wish I had photos of it, man, because I wore that thing all summer vacation. And I wore it without a top. I wore it topless. I had a pair of jeans, no top, and this trench coat I found at a thrift store, and I looked badass. I felt so cool. And then I went jumping on the rocks down at the beach, you know, like parkour. Ooh, I can imagine the cuts from that. Ouch. Those things are sharp.
A drink or
I could use some appy slices, actually, if you wouldn't mind.
and a little peanut butter to dip them in.
Of course I want peanut butter, Clint!
Love the punk aesthetic. Big fan of that. You know, the spikes and the pins and the badges and all that stuff. I've always wanted to make a jacket like that, and I forget that I want to make a jacket like that, and then I don't make a jacket like that. But maybe now I will make a jacket like that. Also, the double lip piercing, I haven't seen that in a while.
I am an adult. I am an adult. I am an adult.
Kaya's very similar. Kaya has, let's just say, a not so modest collection of gloomy bears. They're a scourge on this house. She has too many. There's too much. Too much gloomy bear. God, that's J-Rock as hell! God, that's what we used to look like back in the day. Oh, that hairstyle is so J-Rock. Oh, I used to have that too. I used to have like the hair extension in the back that would come over the shoulders because loads of J-Rockers used to do it. It was very 80s. It's an 80s hairstyle.
And remember, kids, there are only two genders: pain and suffering.
Yes. Ah, no. No to that. Oh, God. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I didn't have social media when I was a teenager. Oh, I think I would have been worse. I would have been cringier than this. Can you imagine? Or at least I'm aware of it now. Oh, God, I was such an unironic edgelord. Oh, I dodged a bullet. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I did not have TikTok or Vine or YouTube. None of it. Well, YouTube's less instant. Or Instagram. I'm so glad none of that stuff existed to capture the kind of shit, the kind of person I was. I was angry and I thought the world owed me something for some reason. My mood swings were just so violent. It was just impossible to be friends with me. I don't blame anyone anymore. Me being anxious about going outside, dressed the way I like, because I get weird stares and attention. Oh, the duplicitous edge we all must walk along. I mean, I'm fine with it. I've always liked being the center of attention. I like performing and getting to know people. Look at me. I like making people laugh. But a lot of alt kids are, they're shy by nature. You know, they have like a much more introverted, self-reflective personality. They like to adorn their bodies with black pieces of fabric and shiny spikes and chains and things they find lying around. But unfortunately, this draws a lot of attention from the general public. It's not something they like. It's not something they enjoy. Hence the irony. Yeah, I mean, that's good. I mean, that's what you should do, is just own it. Own it! People are looking at you because you're interesting, you're different, you're something new to look at. Something interesting, something that stands out against the drab beige of real life. Unending monotony that makes up the timeline of normies' lives. You are a shining star. You are hope, inspiration, walking around living your own life. Some people may laugh, call you names, but that is because their teeny tiny little pea brains cannot possibly comprehend exactly how much better you are than they are. The reptile portion of their brain, which seems to make up the entirety of their thought process, only acknowledges one thing, and that one thing is that you are different. Nothing else. Not the confidence, not the sense of self-actualization that we all have. those shorts. What the hell? Why in stores again?
I feel like no one talks about the middle phase of what, like, you were emo in middle school and then got bullied so much that you stopped and then it started up again. I went through a short visco girl phase because I craved acceptance.
So it wasn't like that for me. I had a normie phase in my mid-20s because two major things. One was I had a job and I had to pay rent and bills, and no one took me seriously looking the way that I did. And you can be like, yeah, that's not a problem. But I also had major anger problems. I still do, but they were much worse back then. So whenever I saw someone smirking while they were talking to me, it made me so angry. So angry. Plus I had to get up really early in the morning and I didn't have enough time to like get myself all done up to go to work. A lot of the jobs I had were all business casual, so I couldn't even look interesting. Basically, the world of responsibilities beat me down. And then I decided to be a YouTuber, and I saw Kaya get completely ostracized by every single construct of social media, both from brands to the actual network itself. And I was like, I need to get out of the wage slave 9 to 5 week in, week out bullshit. I need to get out of this. I'm going to be a YouTuber. And I'm definitely not going to do the whole goth thing because clearly everyone hates it. Brands hate it. The platform hates it. Everyone hates it. And then I tried to be a daily vlogger and a gaming channel. Nothing worked. And then I had a massive breakdown period where people were actually worried about me, including Kai was actually really worried. And then after my mental breakdown, I finally hit fuck it and was like, do you know what? I'm just going to go back to being me. I don't care what happens to this channel. I don't care anymore. I'm just going to do what I want to do, dress how I want to dress, and that's that. It's probably going to kill the channel because people don't know me like that. And sure enough, look where we are. Funny how life works out like that, doesn't it?
So I was getting a little Cocoa Krispies for a little midday snack.
All right, I'm not going to go too much into how to do makeup or anything. I feel like it's kind of subjective. But I will tell you one thing. Blending. I know exactly what they're going for. I know the look they're going for. I know it. I know it all too well. Blend. Blend it out. Keep the dark brown, red tinge pigment quite heavy around the eyelids themselves, but then blend it out.
And when opening up the box, it was kind of hard to open, like it was super glued down.
If that's not what you're going for, then completely ignore me completely.
Like you can see a bit of glue there and there. I was just like, oh, it just must be new packaging. But then when I got to the actual bag, there's a tear in it. So like, I know I shouldn't eat it, but
It's another MCR t-shirt. I feel like MCR t-shirts have sort of become that quintessential music genre t-shirt. You know, the way that like Pink Floyd is no longer relevant. And yet, you will find the Dark Side of the Moon artwork everywhere. And like Guns N' Roses t-shirts were also kind of that thing for a while. Like you could just go to like Primark or like, I'm not entirely sure of what American general clothing stores are like, or what they're called, rather. But I feel like MCR has become that. It's like, I just want like a general emo t-shirt. MCR!
at the same time, I'm hungry. This generation's survived Tide Pods, I can survive a little razor blades. When pouring it into the bowl, it spilled all over the table, so like this might be the universe telling me not to have it. The universe can fuck off.
Yeah, definitely don't. And it says on the box, if this box appears tampered with, don't eat it. But whatever. It's probably just a manufacturing fault.
Hi, you must be the
Probably.
princess of darkness and destruction.
That's me, but who the f*** are you?
That was very good. I need to actually admit something. I like wearing skirts. I think skirts are really fine. I like wearing skirts and leggings. I like the femininity. I love feeling androgynous while I wear it. I think skirts are super awesome and interesting and fun to wear, and I should honestly wear them more often. I keep finding myself looking through the skirts section on a lot of websites. Like, for example, right now, I'm wearing leggings from the female section on Skillshare. Because I like them. I like how they make me feel. Because I always used to dress super androgynous, and I don't do it anymore. Mainly because I've put on like 30 pounds of solid muscle since then. and I don't really feel the same. I'm just worried about looking like this. Because I'm quite buff now, like boulder shoulders and like a big chest and biceps and wide ass back because of my lats. Let's just thank a god that doesn't exist, that straight men can't pick their own penis size. Can we just praise to literally nothing? Just the act of praising. That'll do. That'll suffice. The fact that straight men can't pick, gay men too, just men. Men can't pick their penis size. Cis men. There we go. Found the phrase. Thank fuck we can't pick our penis size. It just happens. Because I feel like, do you know what? That's probably why there's been no surgery to extend a male member. Because it would be rampant. It would run wild. There would be men running around with 3 legs. I mean, men do it with bodybuilding, don't they? Men start getting in shape for women, and then they take it too far. They're like, no, I need to be bigger. Yeah, I need to be veinier. I need to have more mass. I need to have my own gravity. And then women go, oh, it's disgusting. And then they're like, I'm not doing it for you, love. Not anymore. I think that's what would happen with penises. Because they do it with everything else. There would be men running around with an Olympic-grade vaulting pole coming out of their trousers, out of their Levi's, and they would be like, yeah, choices were made, and I'm happy with it. I don't know what this voice is. I don't know who this fella is. But yes, people with vaginas out there, you can rest easy that men cannot pick their own penis sizes. On the winkle pickers. On the cape. That is an immaculate outfit. Ah! It works. The whole thing works from top to bottom.
I just wanted to hop on here real quick and show you guys my new electric toothbrush. Look at that. Yeah, really gets in there.
I like her immediately.
Nice. Great toothbrush.
I think I need it. I think it's been a couple of centuries since I brushed mine.
That are made mostly out of patches. They have a lot of patches on them and you can't wash them.
They're basically just crusty because you can't wash them and they smell terrible.
Look up crust punk subgenre. That'll tell you a lot.
Oh god, crust punks. I've never met a nice one. The girls are really nice. The male crust punks, god, what? Never met a nice one. Never. I've never met a nice one. If you are a nice male crust punk, then I commend you, sir. But I've never met a male crust punk who wasn't an absolute asshole. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in for another alt TikTok reaction sesh. Hopefully you guys are feeling inspired. You've seen some of these folks and you've been like, ooh, I could try that. Or maybe you could do them a follow over on TikTok. I had a great day today because I made it a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay? Bye.